Hello. Today we'll be making a 2D box knot. I'll be doing this in Photoshop today. To start off, I'll kind of show you guys how I set up my file. Just kind of the basic setup in Photoshop. 8 by 8, 8 pixels per inch, 8 by 8 color mode. It's all 8-bit. I'll use what is called the navigator. And the navigator is, and I'll put it above my color. It's basically just kind of like this view of your canvas. All right, you zoom it out. Kind of does this for you. But usually I don't do it when I'm making characters because this is just a little 8-bit. The navigator is not really necessary, but if you want to go ahead and add it, if you're wanting to do pixel art. So to start off with the box knot, it's in a orthographic view. So first things you got to do first is you need to change your brush. You want to go over here, right click on your brush tool. You want to right click on this and you want to click the pencil tool. And then I set my size of my brush down to 1, and I will leave my brush settings up to the side because sometimes, so in 8-bit obviously you have 8 bits color, right? But I'm not really going to stick completely to the rules of 8-bit. I'm going to kind of tell it and blend it in my own kind of unique way. It kind of has a little bit of a standout. And one of the ways I do this is with the color dynamic. And the color dynamics, it just has these little sliders that go in and adds value, changes the hue of the color that you have selected. And I think this is pretty cool because as you can see, I can draw things pretty quick here. So I make this little skull using this, and kind of what I'll do first is I'll like click around and I'll look at all the colors that it gives me, and then I'll just kind of begin to draw and make things with it and whatnot, and put down my light source and whatnot, and add my shadows and everything. So how a box knot is laid out, I'll turn off my color dynamic. So I'll go over here and unclick that. If you want to make sure you're not working on the background, a lot of times I'll just come in and delete the background. If you can't delete it, because you gotta have another layer in here, and then you can delete that. So I'll click on it and I'll go press the little trash can down here in the corner. Never have clicked this because you don't ever want to accidentally delete something. That's not fun. So click this at your own will, and then I'll click yes. Obviously, over here I want to delete the background. Transparency grid active because there's no background. I'm gonna draw my box knot. The mask has, I'll use the color dynamic here so people can see. So it has these two right here, has 2 over, has a little square piece, and then it goes over 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the front side of the mask, right? And here's the dark side. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then you have this little 3 by 3 square for the front. Getting on to the next part, building the body. But here I'll make a new layer, title this, and the body is called the core. So the core goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? That's for the dark side of the body. And then for the light side, it's again another block of 3. So it's 3 blocks for each light. And then you have this little split in the dark side. Then to add its arms, the arms go 1 pixel down underneath the helmet. I'll do 2 there. And then his other arm is sitting down. And then I'll give little feet at the bottom. And you want to do the feet on the edges. That is how I make the 2D box knot.